And we're back. Once again, welcome to my living room floor. I'm very tired. It's about time for dinner, probably. I'm not really all that hungry. But, I'm kind of excited for the dinner that I was planning on making, so part of me is stay up until you are hungry enough to eat. Part of me is just just eat now as much as you can. I don't know. I'll figure that out afterwards, but I think it's about time to do more push-ups. I gotta figure out some kind of way to stretch my elbow joints better before I start doing my push-ups for the day. 'Cause, oh boy. Do I do tricep push-ups? Do I do normal push-ups? My arms are already shot. I should probably just do normal push-ups. I'll start with tricep push-ups tomorrow morning, I think. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So tired. Arms hurt so much. 27, 28, 29, 30. I feel like 30 push-ups shouldn't tire me out this much, regardless of how many sets I've done in a day. Certainly not when this is only the third or second or whatever. But that's the whole reason I'm doing this. Because I'm not satisfied with my own performance. We do some squats. One. Slav squat. Heels on ground, comrade found. Heels in sky, western spy. Ugh. I said it as if I was a dirty commie. I may enjoy the AK platform and the whole metro aesthetic, but that is simply an aesthetic. Well, the AK platform isn't. I chose to get an AK platform over an AR platform for 2 reasons. One, the AK is renowned for its durability, and frankly, I'm forgetful and probably don't take as good care of my everythings as I should. So, in the event that I forget to take care of it, I want it to still function. Number 2, the 7.62 round is heavier than the 5.56. It packs more oomph. And you might be thinking, well, what's that matter? You want it to get through the plate, don't you? If they're wearing plates. And to that I say, yeah, sure. But It's a lot easier for them to shoot back if they can still stand up. And the 7.62, like I said, heavier, packs more force, more likely to knock somebody on their ass, where it is more difficult for them to return fire, and easier for you to get the shots off to end the threat. So, that is why I prefer a 7.62 round. That was a lot of squats. I didn't count, but my legs are feeling it. Probably gonna be feeling it tomorrow. But that just means that I put effort in, which is good. Because putting effort in is the first step into correcting the lack of effort that you've put in previously. Which is where I find myself. Having to correct a chronic lack of effort and motivation. And now, I'm having to force myself to make this a habit, because I've started to realize as I've gotten older that motivation just doesn't exist. It's not there. It's not going to be there. Maybe I'm just far too depressed. Maybe it was the way I was raised. I don't know. Motivation isn't coming. So, if there's something I need to do, I have to make it a habit. Unfortunately, habit building is hard. Hard work. Hard work. I've never been averse to hard work, though. Which might sound contradictory to what I've just said. You know, no motivation, but not averse to hard work. Well, it's more like I struggle to find the meaning in what I'm doing. If there's a clear goal, a clear meaning to what I'm doing, I don't struggle nearly as much to motivate myself to get up and do it. A lot of the times it's just me, motivation, flicking that switch, discipline, being like, you will do the thing. But it's easier to flick that switch if there's a concrete reason to do so. And not one that doesn't feel like bullshit, you know? Like, personally, building muscle, it doesn't feel like a bullshit reason. But fucking finding a job, which I am trying to do, I hate. I hate the idea of like a 9 to 5. Just to fucking, pay your rent? Buy your food? Like, yeah, I know you need to, but it's like, shouldn't we be past that? Like, don't we all agree that none of us chose to be here? So why do we have to struggle so hard to stay here, you know? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And then you're told, well, just work harder for it. Okay. They have the money to send, to give to other people. Billions of dollars go overseas. But I'm greedy because I'd be like, a little help, it'd be cool. If I didn't have to pay rent, if that was like not a thing that I had to do, that'd be pretty neat. It feels like with all of the empty houses on the market, and with all of the capital just sitting in accounts overseas, like, I feel like we should be able to do something. Not even necessarily for me. You know what? Fuck it. You know, let's say you still have to pay rent. Sure, whatever. How many empty houses are there in the United States? How many homeless people are there in the United States? Why the fuck? This has devolved from a workout into a political rant. not a very well thought out one either, because my brain is frazzled. But it's frustrating. It's frustrating to see the price of everything double, triple in the last 10 years. The entire time I was supposed to be growing up, everything was getting more expensive. But the wages haven't gone up very much. Yeah, places are hiring at like 11 to 15 now, but doesn't that kind of feel like the new 725? I don't know. Everything's fucked. But I might have to make a completely separate video about that too, because this one's already fucking 11 minutes long. So I'm going to cut it here. This is probably going to be the last upload for the night. I might upload a full little political thing tomorrow just to talk. Just get it off my chest. Be like, man, what the fuck is going on? Because it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. Not at all. Food should not be so expensive. Housing should not be so expensive. Medical care should not be so fucking expensive. I don't care if it's privatized. It still shouldn't be so fucking expensive. They shouldn't be allowed to charge whatever the fuck they want. I think the bulk of my argument tomorrow is going to be we need legislation around profit margins. If you produce a thing for, mass produce, important distinction, mass produce a thing for like 10 cents, I don't think you should be able to charge $10 for it. Doesn't add up in my mind. And no, that's not a specific example. That's a hyperbolic? I don't think that's a word. Hyperbolic. There it is. Hyperbolic example. Anyways, have a good night. I hope everyone else is making more progress than I am. But hey, what matters is that we're making progress. It's happening. We're not just skipping days for the funsies. If we're giving our arms a rest day, we're doing a leg day, Doing something. Never just a completely inactive day. Doing something. So, have a good night.